Hey you guys, it's Mr. Moon here. I was really surprised after you guys did so well during the lesson in class today on November 6th. Then I gave the exit ticket, and some of you said you just didn't understand what it was asking. So the exit ticket was really simple. It was actually just four questions that weren't word problems, just some pretty straightforward stuff. 16 is one third of blank. 7 is 1/8 of blank. 15 is 75% of blank, and 22 is 25% of blank. Okay, so let's look at the first one. 16 is one third of something. So we're going to come over, actually, we'll cut over to the side like this to do number one. All right, here we go. So 16 is one third of some number. All you're going to do here is multiply 16 times the multiplicative inverse of one third, which is 3. 16 times 3. We're going to separate that just to do the mental math on it, so I'm not doing any complex arithmetic. 10 times 3 is 30, and 6 times 3 is 18. We're going to add those together and get 48. Really simple one there. All right, let's cut back over. Look at number 2. 7 is 1/8 of something, so let's slide down here and do that. So here's number 2. 7th is 1/8 of some larger number. So again, we're going to do 7 times the multiplicative inverse of 1/8. 1/8, and the multiplicative inverse of 1/8 is 8, of course. So now we've got 7 times 8, which is, let's see, 49 plus 7, because 7 times 7 is 49, so we're going to add 7 more to that, and we get 56. I hope you guys see how I do my mental math. I actually have very few multiplication facts and stuff like that memorized. I just, quickly figure them out on the fly by breaking them down into easier problems and then putting the solutions together. So number 3, 15 is 75% of blank. Man, my handwriting is really awful in this one, but I'm trying to be quick. So let's look at number 3. 15 is 75% of some larger number. So 15 is 75% of a larger number. Yeah, that's a 5. Sorry. 15 is 75% of a larger number. Let's divide both of these numbers by 3. So we have 5 is 25% of the same larger number. So we know that 5 is 25%. Each of these blocks is 25%, or a quarter of the full. So we're going to put 5 in each one. 5, 5, and 5. We find that the larger number is 20. And we see that 15 is, in fact, 3/4 of 20. And the full number of, yeah, it's 20. Yeah, it all checks out. 5 is 1/4, and 20 is the full number. All right, let's go back up to, okay, here we go. Number 4 we're looking at now. 22 is 25% of what larger number? 22 is 25% of what larger number? This one's even easier than the last one. So we know that 22 represents 25%. And we know that if we add 4/4, 25% is 1/4. And if we add 4/4 together, that gives us the whole. So all we have to do is multiply that 22 times 4. 22 times 4 equals, let's see, 20 times 4 is 80. And then 2 times 4 is 8. So 22 times 4 is 88.